Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about burnout. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So as many of you guys know, NGS has been out for 2.5 years because we currently have its Super Genesis Festival going on, where there's a bunch of events, bunch of freebies going on because they're celebrating their 2.5 year anniversary. Well, it just so happens that I've been playing since day one, and before that I played the base game for an entire year before I hopped over to NGS. And so, for 3.5 years, I've been playing this game on the daily. How on earth am I not burnt out? I've seen hundreds of friends leave, go, come back, whatever. You know, there's always an ebb and flow to things. But as for me, I have always been around, and a lot of people consider me the old guard, one of the OG players of NGS as well as PSO2. And so, a lot of people have always wondered, Caro, how do you not burn out from this game? How can you consistently pump out content as well as consistently play the game all this time without getting burnt out? And I'm gonna be real with you, I do burn out. It's not like I'm immune to burnout. However, what I do is I play the game in moderation. That is one of the key things that I do in order to pace myself so that I don't burn out too heavily in a game. So usually when I quote unquote burn out from NGS, I literally just take like 2 to 3 days off. And within this 2 to 3 day vacation that I'm taking off from NGS, I fully immerse myself into another game. So for example, recently there was Diablo 4 that I dived headfirst into when it first released. I believe that was like a couple months ago. Has it been like 6 months now? I don't know when Diablo 4 released, but when it first came out, I dove headfirst into it. I played for like an entire week, and then I stopped because I got bored. And so I kind of alternate between games, and I just go super ham into the game, and I get super immersed in it. Recently, I fully immersed myself into Genshin Impact because I was like 2 giant continents away from the latest content because I took like a 4 or 5 month break or something. And so when I came back, I had like the entire desert of Sumeru to explore, and then I had Fontaine, and then I had the entire Archon quest in Fontaine to do, and I literally binged 14 hours in a single day just to complete the main storyline. So that's just like the Archon quest. And it was beautiful. I loved it. The Archon quest was really nice. And I feel like for the majority of the players, you probably should approach NGS in the same way. You go crazy, you play, you have your fun. And then the moment you get burnt out or you get tired and you're kind of like, maybe I'm not having as much fun, or maybe I have something else that I want to do and I could do better with my time, then definitely just take a break from NGS and play something else. Because at the end of the day, we are playing video games for fun, and we are using our own free time to play video games. And another thing that I never really fully understood was we as the players, we have the choice of choosing what we want to invest our time into. You're already paying with real money or with your time. And since you're a paying customer, shouldn't you look for the best value for money? A great example is food, because I like to eat a lot. So let's say that I really like pizza and I go crazy and I eat pizza every single day. Eventually you will get sick of pizza and you need to spice things up a little bit, and you can go get a burger, you can go get fried chicken, you can get some other food to spice things up a little bit. And this philosophy also applies to NGS. Sure, I play NGS every single day. However, on days where I'm not really feeling it, I literally just log in, I do my dailies, and I log off. For example, yesterday, I literally logged in, I did my dailies over here. I didn't even complete them. If you look in progress, there's still 2 quests over here that'll literally take me like 20 seconds to do, but I just didn't feel like doing it, and I just stopped here. However, I did my dailies, and on top of that, I did DFA as well as DFS, and then I logged out. That was literally all I did. I finished everything in under like 30 minutes. At most, it took an hour because I did do 2 Lucille runs after that. Because I had a party, we were all in group chat, we were all having a good time. And so time just kind of flied really quickly as we were just knocking out the checklist of things to do in NGS. However, once I completed the checklist, I just logged off. Even though I could have spent more time playing the game, maybe I could have gone to a combat zone, I could have done more Lucille exploration runs, I could have farmed Darkfall's Aegis, Darkfall Solus, I could have went into the salon and make new looks. There are plenty of things that you can do in NGS. However, at the end of the day, it really depends on what do you want to do, right? So the reason why I don't burn out as much is because when I am done with NGS, I'm done. I literally just cut it off and I do something else, and then I come back to NGS the next day. So everything is within moderation. So at most, yesterday I wasn't really feeling it, so I played 1 hour. Well, technically it was like 40 minutes of NGS, and I logged off. And then I went on to Overwatch 2, I played a little bit of FPS there, I got my ass totally whooped, and I was like, okay, screw this, I'm getting my butt kicked, I don't want to play this game anymore. I moved over to Genshin Impact. I played a little bit of that. I did the Yoimiya dating quest. That was pretty cool. Yoimiya with her fireworks. You know, she's best girl in my personal opinion. And then that was great. Then I moved on to Honkai Star Rail. And then after that, then I moved to Yakuza, Like a Dragon, which I'm currently playing, and that's pretty fun. And so I'm jumping around different genres, different games to spice things up a little bit, because you don't always feel like sinking your teeth into an MMO. You don't always feel like playing a JRPG. You gotta change things up, you gotta spice things up a little bit, and just kind of try different genres and play different games at different times. Recently, Arias Plays has returned to NGS. He took like a 6-month break from NGS because, you know, they just got burnt out. There was nothing for them to do, nothing that they wanted to do. So they took a 6-month break and they are coming in strong. Look at this. They've been doing daily uploads, doing their Let's Play, and it is freaking amazing. I highly recommend that you do check out their videos. It's very, very entertaining, and it's super nice to just see the enthusiasm as well as the positivity of a new player coming in. Because this is how new players experience NGS. When they come back to a game, they're super excited, they're super upbeat, and they're willing to try all the different things. It's us jaded veterans that are the ones that are like, oh my god, the game has no content, we've done everything, this game is trash, what the hell? And it's because we've been playing the game for so long, and we have the sunk file fallacy where we're like, oh, we can't drop the game because I've invested so much time, I've invested some money, blah 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 into the game, and I can't quit, and so I refuse to quit even though I hate this game and I keep playing it. And it's the jaded veterans like us that are the negative ones the majority of the time. I rarely see a new player come into the game and immediately go like, oh my god, this game sucks, screw this. Because if a new player comes into the game and if it sucks, they usually just uninstall it, they don't say anything, and they don't come back. It's that simple. And so the people who are actually outspoken and going like, oh my god, I can't believe they messed this up, they need to fix this, blah blah blah. It's usually the veterans. It's usually people who have played the game for some time already, have invested their time, have some emotional attachment to their characters, and they're like, listen man, Sega, you gotta fix your stuff, blah 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 blah. And, you know, obviously I am a veteran player myself. I am a little bit jaded, of course, because I've been playing non-stop for 3.5 years, even though NGS has only been out for 2.5. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's really just taking things easy and not always hyper focusing on a single game or hyper focusing on a core aspect of a game. Like, I know drop rate, you know, rare drop rate is a big deal in NGS because, you know, it's kind of like a loot grinding type of game, right? You're farming for loot, you're farming for gear, you want to get stronger, and the gear's not dropping, and everyone gets frustrated. I get frustrated. You guys saw my mining rig defense, you guys saw the video that I made like a couple months ago where I was like, rare drop rate is killing the game. You know, I'm not immune to this. I also have moments where I need to rant, I need to vent, and I show it all on YouTube because to me it's like not a big deal. I show my true colors. If I'm unhappy or not satisfied with something, I will voice that out and let you guys know. But for the most part, NGS is okay, you know? Is it the greatest game of all time? Hell no. But it's okay, it's a decent game, and if you are coming in as a new player, you're going to have fun. You are definitely going to have fun. It just depends on how quickly you burn through all the content and hit the end game. The end game, depending on what type of personality you have, it may be super fun or it may be super suck, you know? It really depends on you. The reason I say this is because a lot of the endgame content revolves around socializing. If you have a group of friends that is willing to farm with you and are willing to invest their gear and just become like equally as strong as you, then everything in the game is really fun. Darkfall Solus, Darkfall's Aegis. The most fun I had was going into those fights blind, but knowing that my teammates were equally as strong as me and that we were just figuring things out. You know, nobody was hard carrying each other. We were just figuring things out as things go along, and we're just having fun, you know? Those were the best moments that I've ever experienced. And then of course when Lucille Exploration comes out, you know, solving those puzzles as well as just running around and just messing about, that is also a lot of fun. But at the end of the day, it does boil down to what type of player you are. I'm a very social player. I require that social aspect in any MMO. If you were to tell me that I was forced to play this game solo on streamer mode only and not to interact anyone, I would last maybe a week or two at most, and I would burn out and I would quit this game. Because for me, the social aspect is that important. I need to be able to just talk with people, have fun with other players, group up, party up, blah, blah, blah. Like that part is essential for me. But I understand that there are players out there that just, you know, you're the solo players. You don't care about all of these things. And so if you are attempting this game, or if you are playing this game purely solo, you don't care about group play, you want to do everything solo, then yes, it is going to be a lot harder to do a lot of the end game content. And then on top of that, you are more susceptible to burnout, simply because there aren't other people finding different activities for you to do, or, you know, encouraging you to do the salon and all of that stuff. Recently, I've actually been doing a lot of the salon. Let me just show you another outfit that I've been working on. So you can see over here, I have been working on a type 1 outfit. It looks incredibly edgy, like super edgelord, but you know, it is something that I have been working on. Some of the OGs from the channel might actually recognize this outfit, as I did make this quite a long time ago. However, I just needed to refine some things. Here you go with the zoom up of the character's face. And yeah, recently I've just been messing around a ton in the salon because it's just the new thing that I've recently kind of enjoyed doing. And yeah, so this is the new look that I've been messing around with. Now, of course, this is not going to be my 2024 look. I'm still waiting for the outfit to come out. That comes out on the 27th. And that is when I will update my outfit. But nevertheless, this type 1 looks pretty badass. And I know a lot of people really like it, or at least a lot of people in my friends group has been complimenting me for using this outfit, which is pretty nice. And so, you know, you don't need a bajillion Meseta to make a cool outfit. Like, this outfit was actually made in under 1,000,000 Meseta, actually. So yeah, type 1 outfits are pretty cheap, which is pretty nice. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I don't really know the point of this video other than just like, I'm just kind of explaining how I have avoided burnout for 3.5 years. It's simply just playing other games. That's pretty much the TLDR, you know, just doing other stuff other than just hyper focusing on NGS. Like, NGS is fun, but it's only fun at specific times for me, like when there's a new content drop, you know, like basically tomorrow, as we are getting the whole Christmas seasonal event coming in. And then there's also going to be the new Dread enemies, so we can farm those. So there's a huge content drop that's coming in tomorrow. And so we're just going to be active then. But for now, you know, it's kind of a slow burn. We're just kind of taking it easy. I don't know what Emmy is doing over here, but I mean, sure. And yeah. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.